Hi, what's up, guys? Amigo Reels is here. Today I'm going to explain a movie called Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, released in 2015. At the start of the movie, we see a person cleaning a lab. He is enjoying his work and dancing around while cleaning. After a while, he goes into the lab and asks permission from the doctor to clean the lab. The doctor tells him not to touch anything and leaves. The person is about to start his work. Suddenly, he sees a patient inside who has been fighting a dreadful disease. He goes near him and then the patient starts shivering. The man gets nervous and hits a machine placed there. The machine got malfunctioned and the patient's heart pulses start decreasing. The person tries resetting the machine, but it doesn't work. Therefore, he tries to give CPR to the patient, but his mouth was smelling a lot, so he puts a mouth freshener into his mouth and starts pressing his chest. Suddenly, his chest bursts and the man comes to consciousness. Here we come to know that the person is a zombie. The man tries to get away from the zombie and calls the doctor many times, but the doctor couldn't listen to him. The zombie gets a hold of him. After a while, he comes outside as a zombie and bites the doctor. In the next scene, we see Roger, the scout leader. He has been giving training to 3 of his scout students. Their names are Augie, Ben, and Carter. They are supposed to go camping today. Augie doesn't seem to have any problem with the scout, but Ben and Carter wanted to leave it because they find it very boring. But if they leave the scout, Augie will be alone. They are planning to tell him this thing. Meanwhile, their car hits a deer and the tire gets punctured. Ben starts changing the tire. Suddenly, Carter's elder sister Kendall comes there, who has been going somewhere with her friends. She considers Ben his younger brother too, but Ben has different feelings for her. They tell her about the accident, but Kendall says, there isn't any deer. Ben sees back, and there wasn't any deer. He gets worried and thinks that, how could the deer disappear all of a sudden? Then Carter comes to him in excitement and says, Kendall's friends have invited us to the secret party. But Ben refuses to go to the party. He says that they must go camping today. They argue about it, and finally Carter agrees to go camping. But he says that they will go to the party when Augie will fall asleep at night. Ben agrees to this plan. Then they go to a store to buy a few things. They meet their senior, Denise, who is a stripper. She buys some beer for them and goes to the club in front of the store. Here we see scout leader Roger, who is going to his camp. Suddenly, a deer attacks him. Looks like a zombie. Then Roger takes out a dagger from his pocket and puts it into the deer's eye. The deer dies instantly. He goes from there after taking out the dagger from her eyes. Suddenly, the doctor comes from behind and bites his neck, taking out the flesh. Roger becomes affected too. Then we see Carter and Ben going to the camp in the jungle. They meet Augie, who inquires about the scout leader. Carter says that he might have gotten late, but Ben says that Roger never gets late. Augie thinks that it is their test, so they start placing the camp there and try to survive. The night sets in, Roger was still not there, therefore they go to sleep. After a while, Carter goes to Ben and asks him to go to the party. As they leave for the party, they find Roger's dagger on the way. They get worried because that dagger was lucky for Roger. He used to keep it with him always. Carter doesn't take it seriously and they leave for the party. Meanwhile, Augie comes in front of them as he already knew their plan. Then Carter tells him about leaving the scout. Augie gets upset and goes from there. Then they both leave for the store from where they purchased beer. They notice that there is no guard outside the club. They take full advantage of it and enter the club despite being underage. But they notice that the whole club is empty. Then a stripper comes and suddenly stripper's neck gets cut as she was dancing. They get scared. Then the guard comes there who has been turned into a zombie, attacks both of them. They run away from him. Carter hides under the table and Ben locks himself up in a bathroom. The guard goes to the washroom and starts smelling for him. Carter is weighing the circumstances that the zombie stripper attacks him, but somehow, Carter gets a hold of a glass bottle and kills the zombie stripper with it. Here, the guard is about to kill Ben, and Denise shoots him from behind. Then they come outside the club, but they notice many zombies approaching them. They sit in the car, and Ben, being extremely nervous, drives the car on a footpath. The tire of the car gets detached. Then Denise starts shooting zombies with her gun. Meanwhile, Ben and Carter start fixing the tire. As it gets fixed, they run from there. Here, Augie comes to Roger's home after getting angry at Ben and Carter. He finds Roger, but he has turned into a zombie after the doctor attacked him. He tries attacking Augie, but Augie doesn't know why he is doing this. He tries to save himself. He tries to convince him, but to no avail. In the end, he sets Zombie Roger on fire, but Zombie Roger is still alive. He ties him with a chair and leaves. On the other hand, 3 of them go to the police station to save themselves, but there is a notice outside that the whole town is being evacuated because of the zombie attack. Meanwhile, some zombie officers attack them, but they somehow kill them and run away. A few zombies start chasing them from the outside. They get into a lockup and they are safe now. So Carter starts taking selfies with the zombies. He gets tired of it and starts sleeping there. Then Denise and Ben start talking about some random stuff. Ben makes a weapon out of a stick. Then the radio of their car starts playing. Listening to all this, all the zombies go outside towards the car. Then we see that it is Augie who turned on the radio and hides. He wanted to go inside by calling the zombies outside via radio. As he is going inside, suddenly he turns on the alarm of another car. All zombies see him, but somehow he manages to go inside. He is using his hidden talent to open the lockup. Suddenly, a zombie comes from behind and is about to attack. Ben kills the zombie with his weapon. They get out from there through the back door and reached an abandoned road. After walking some distance, they notice a car. The car's lights are on. It implies that the keys are in the car. They are about to get into the car when the car driver, who was turned into a zombie, comes out. He is about to attack them, but an army officer shoots him. They sit in his car and they are about to leave the town. Suddenly, Ben thinks of Kendall. He says that she is at some secret party. He thinks they should save her, so he takes everyone to the address that was given to Carter. As they reach there, they come to know that Carter has a fake address. They argue a lot over it. Ben and Augie start fighting over this. Denise, sitting in the car, gets fed up seeing their childish behavior. Then she notices that a zombie has bitten the army officer in his hand. As soon as she is getting the situation, the army officer attacks her. She somehow gets out of the car and squashes his head with the car door. He dies. Then they come to know through the wireless placed in the car that the whole town is going to be blasted within 2 hours. Carter and Ben start worrying about Kendall even more. Then Carter remembers that Kendall writes her whole day schedule in a diary. They can figure out the party's exact location by going through it. So they head toward her home in the army officer's car. But their house is surrounded by a lot of zombies. They somehow manage to get in and start searching for the diary. Then Ben senses someone is coming. Therefore, Augie and Carter go searching for it, but they don't find anyone. As they are going back, an old zombie attacks Carter, but Augie hits her with a stick, and her tooth comes out. But all zombies have heard them as of now. Meanwhile, a zombie attacks them through the window, but they somehow manage to kill him. Then Denise comes there and takes them upstairs. She locks up the door. But zombies are great in number. So they go into the neighbor's house and start finding the car. Then a cat, who has turned into a zombie, climbs on Augie's back. They somehow manage to get rid of the cat, but there are too many cats in the house who have turned into zombies. After seeing them, they run towards the garage, take the car, and run away. Meanwhile, zombie Roger comes in front of them. They run over him. Then Denise says that they will have to seek help from outside. She rides on a bike placed there and goes to seek help. Then Ben gives them a motivational speech and says that they will fight the zombies at any cost. They will save all people at the party. He enters a store and makes weapons using different things. Here, everyone is enjoying the party. They don't even have a clue about what is taking place outside. Meanwhile, Kendall's friend is about to have fun when a zombie arrives and bites her, and she gets infected. Then the zombie friend goes back into the party and starts biting everyone. Kendall gets extremely nervous and plans to run from there, but as soon as she opens the door, many zombies come in and start biting people. Kendall tries to save her life, but she is badly trapped between zombies. Meanwhile, Ben, Carter, and Augie come there. They kill a lot of zombies with their weapons. Then Ben goes near Kendall to save her, but he gets caught up in zombies. Carter saves him, but the number of zombies is rising fast, so they ask the remaining people to run. They too start running from there. They get trapped in a big room as they were running. There is no way out of the room. Augie decides to sacrifice himself after taking out the bomb that he had made. Ben and Carter have no other option as well. They consider dying a better option than becoming zombies. Then Denise comes there through the ventilation pipe. She asks everyone to leave. Carter jumps into the pipe without thinking anything. Augie is still trying to light up the bomb. As it fires up, both jump into the pipe and come out the other end. And the whole building blasts and all the zombies die. They are very happy and they are celebrating their win. Suddenly, Scout Leader Roger comes there. They get shocked as they have killed him multiple times, but he isn't dying. As Carter is finding something to kill him, a grenade falls on Roger and he blasts into pieces. After all the zombies have been killed, the military comes there. They are very happy as they have understood the importance of scout training. Ben has found his love, and the movie ends here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. We will see you in the next video.